If you are not doing these 5 things, I can almost guarantee that you're not going to be able to make money in trading. Now, when we start trading, our goal is to generate income and be able to do that consistently. No matter what position you're in, that should be the goal. But in reality, when we do that, it all goes to shit. And in reality, it's very hard to make money in trading, and we discover that very soon. So I've compiled 5 key points that everyone should be doing in order for you guys to have the highest chance to make money and do this consistently and be able, more importantly, to scale this. It's all cool if we can make $100, but making $100 here and there might not be beneficial long term. So that's why I made these top 5 points in order for you guys to maximize your profits, as well as to be sure that you are doing these 5 points, because without, it's going to be very, very tough for you guys to progress in this game. So without further ado, let's get into the 5 points. So point number 1 is a simple point, but a very, very important point, and that is to have a plan. When you trade, guys, you have to have a trading plan. I know I've said it time and time again, but people fail to make a trading plan. Now, the complicated thing is, how are you going to make a trading plan? If you guys go in the Discord channel, go to resources, I have made a complete template of how to make a trading plan, and it's basically filled out for you. But the key part of that trading plan is the strategy part. In the strategy part, that is where you guys have to have a proven and profitable strategy. Luckily, on my YouTube channel, I do explain something that is proven and tested, and you can use that to your advantage. But if you're trying this strategy or another strategy and it's not proven, then there's no way you can follow your plan, because it's not going to be a proven plan. Now, plans are there to be changed. You know, you can add stuff, you can remove stuff, but you should be following your plan, because whenever you guys lose a trade, and the first thing you should check is, have you followed your plan? If you've not followed your plan, that's the immediate variable as to why you've potentially lost your trade, and you don't have to make up all of these excuses as to why you might have not been profitable in this trade or there was something going on. Immediately, your plan is like set rules. If you haven't followed your plan in the trade, that's it. That's the reason that you lost. So that's simple step number 1. Let's get on to step number 2. So step number 2 comes to backtesting/practice. Now, the reason why I say practice is because you don't really have to backtest the strategy if someone has already done that for you, but you do need to test it in your own eyes. What I mean is, everyone looks at the market differently, and you need to go on a backtesting software or use something to be able to do a lot of data over and over and over again and do it for yourself. You need to see, okay, how do I fare in the market, right? How do I see the market? Does it make sense? Does this strategy fit me? Right? And you follow exact rules, and be sure, I mean, this will take time, because you'll have to find a strategy that you understand, learn it, then test it, right? And this is a way, I mean, everyone's in the markets are in too much of a rush to make money, and this is how you exactly lose money. So you need to be sure to first put in the work, and the work is done backtesting, practicing day after day, month after month on the software, making sure that you are consistent on the software, because you should have a pretty high win rate on a backtesting software, but when you trade real life, that'll translate to a slightly lower win rate. That's what I've noticed. If you're not even having a high win rate on a backtesting software, it's unlikely you're going to have a good win rate when you trade live. So I've also made a backtesting template, which you can find in resources in the Discord. So that being said, let's get on to step number 3. So step number 3 is going to be more of a psychological important one, and step number 3 is going to be, have realistic expectations. I think the biggest problem people have in this industry is they're used to seeing people online boast profits of 100,000 a month to 500,000, making that in a couple of months, or 10,000 a month consistently, or 10,000 a day. When in reality, if you're making just $1,000 a day on average, you can easily bring in an income of 250 grand per year, which is well above what most people are bringing in. So keep your expectations low, and don't be looking to try hit those big numbers. That is really unrealistic, and it makes you question things. And on top of that, it's not where you have to be successful in this game. Even an income of $500 on average is going to make a big difference in the year. So focus on the small goals. Before you can make $1,000, make $100. Before you can make $100, make $50. Before you can make $50, become profitable. So it's a journey, and don't let these expectations make you feel like you're behind, because there's no such thing. It's you versus you. You're on your own journey. Everything else is irrelevant. Their lives do not impact your lives. That being said, let's get on to step number 4. So step number 4 is, once you've started trading and you have a bit of an idea, a good idea would be to journal your trades, right? So this is something I make everybody do who works with me, and I tell them, listen, journal your trades. The reason why to journal your trades is to see, are you doing things that are commonly working, something that's working more than often, something that you're confident with. And if you do so, this keeps data and allows you to say, look, whenever you're having a bad time in the market, say you're down in the markets, or you've had a bad week of losses, you can go back in your journal to when you were making consistent profits and compare how the week has gone. If the week is exactly the same, if you followed the same rules that you were following before, maybe the market conditions weren't as good, and that's what caused you to have these inconsistencies. So you don't have to feel like my strategy doesn't work, what I'm doing doesn't work, and start going into the spiral of trying to change strategy, trying to do this. You have the data, you have the reference to say this week was a bit tough, maybe the dynamics shifted in the markets, and you can look back, okay, what has changed? Has breakout trades not working as well? Do I need to get in earlier? Or do I need to wait for targets to form? All of this information will be available for you if you journal your trade. So with that being said, we're going to reach to our final point, which is point number 5. And point number 5 is quite a simple one, but it's one that most of you it might sound like, okay, that means nothing, but it's super important, and that's going to be, keep things simple. I can't believe how many people fail to make money in this industry because they overcomplicate a simple concept. Your idea is to make money, right? Most people don't make money. So if you're just making money, you're way ahead. So why would you overcomplicate something with the idea to make more money when you can't potentially make money in the first place? First, prove to yourself that you can make money before experimenting with other things. Build the ideas, build the confidence, build the fluidity in the markets where you can just be fluid with your actions and be like a robot where you just execute, take a trade, and it becomes repetition. If you can't do that, there's no point of switching from this strategy, that strategy, this guy's new strategy. You have to be patient. Your strategy will take 1 year to fully test if you're profitable or not. You have to stick to that strategy. Not only do you have to learn it, you have to learn it and stick to it for a year to see how does your strategy and how what you do fares over a year. I've already done that testing and mine's fine during the years. And because I just trade simple price action, which is candles, market structure, and basic support and resistance. So when I have all of that and I put that together, it's pretty weird for the markets to change a bit of dynamics. The only dynamics that can change is where I'm executing my trades. Am I executing them inside a range, outside a range? Do I need to execute them earlier or later? So once you have all of that information together, then really you don't need to worry about changing your strategy, right? Because that's been tested over a year. But the biggest thing I see is people overcomplicate. They learn complicated topics. They learn things that are really going to set them back when they really think that they're actually progressing. Yeah, you're progressing in knowledge, but you're not making money. Be true to yourself. You're not making money and you're progressing in knowledge, but not progressing in results. Results have to be an indication of if you're getting better. And results come in terms of confidence. Are you more confident taking trades? If you are, that is progression. Are you taking trades that make sense and are profitable long term? That's another way of progression. Progression, of course, in profits, which is not the most important form of progression, but it should be there. Are you actually making money, profitable trades? Because you will make losses and you will mess up because of emotions, but this is all progression, right? You need to make sure that you have something that is sustainable, causes you less stress, as well as works long term. I can't stress how important that is. And in reality, us humans, we need to keep things simple. The simpler we keep it, the less variables you have to mess up. When you reduce the variables, you reduce the probabilities of things to go wrong. So understand that there'll always be something wrong with your trade in the market. Otherwise, we would never lose. But the more things we can simplify, the less variables we have. And that's what's going to get you to the next stage. So I hope that these 5 tips has helped you and can progress your trading, and I hope that you guys implement every single one of these tips so that you can be sure to be on the right path in trading and maximize your potential at succeeding and getting better and growing and becoming the best trader you can. So I hope this video has helped. With that being said, guys, take care, trade sharp. Be sure to leave a like. I saw you just about to click off the video. Don't do that. Leave a like, leave a comment, spam the comments, do it all, do the YouTube business, and I'll catch you hopefully very, very soon. Peace.